Looking to glance, yet focus is key, all it entails or means to me, the possibilities, a new start continuing to the end, breaking through, for a few more words, my friend, previously stated, I'm alive to write this, a dream so delicate within the bliss of a twist, didn't see the surprise coming my way, yet now I can explain it, by what I say, words, powerful, and able to create from scratch, understanding psychology, will it once again match? Falling slowly to a stable platform, built on rock, while the sands of time, flow away from the dock, adventure? Exploration? Maybe I'm wrong? It just makes sense for the lyrics of this song, sanity for the masses, independent though crucified, crazy they say, trying to stop what they want to pacify, I'm thinking of people, their fears and worry, dissolving the ego, to have a happy end of your story, fear not, there is a sequel, a trilogy, after you read me, how much of it is a choice to affect your destiny? A division for counting, a sight to cause shouting, elixir, or poison, all wrapped up within pouting, but why? Why did it happen? Dropping seriousness, clarity picked up and worn, seeing through deliriousness, anyway, it's a blank page and other people's opinions, grand scheme, my plan to achieve with the minions, none of it stopping me, at least this time, for it already did catch me, to result in this crime, it was nice for a while, she wrote and I read, all the pleasant words and phrases said, avoiding the substantial foundation to move, repeated drama, so there is not much to lose, the only other thing to focus on for this time, my ego withdraws to think of another rhyme, for some reason, it is what I'm doing tonight, based on anything in particular? Yes. Inner sight, if to find what I'm looking for, I wouldn't want it, needing to overcome my own fears and confront it, the days, yes, the morning I cried, emotions surfaced that I had denied, in conclusion, I want to give everyone a balloon, maybe I'll continue, maybe I'll write again soon, a humble attempt to describe love, current distant memory, shadows of the past brought into the light, remembered as mysterious within an outcome, outside of any form in time and space, spiritual, unconditional, and of a higher dimension, gates of choice, binary in understanding, yet there is possibility and hope, guidance based on the rhythm of the heart, nothing to fear, serves my protection, dreams giving clues to who you are, the message isn't contained, she is still here, and always will be, beyond physical expression of an idea, nightmares contain hospitals and authority, her voice whispers, telling me to trust, she shines enlightenment to wake me, human experience, thoughts to expand, spherical soothing, lyrical smoothing, depths to surface from a deeper understanding, flight into the clouds, classical view, abstract verse to describe my feelings for you, journey from now to never, reversing to say the same thing twice, a new start, burning away this constant, continual plans ready to be implemented, the next chapter flowing in recognition, completing the end of illusion, returning to our eternal embrace, we scatter and put on 7 million masks, forever waiting. Dissolves into the immediate, unified promises, unable to be broken, fingers point to the distant truth, explaining how far I'm from it, so close to letting go of complex reasons, simple news to be told and informed, adding to nothing, so it is all-encompassing, could I trust this freedom? The illusion is everything I see, give me hope my love, to know who I am, essence only gives weight to my many lives, sinking and spinning to its death, birth of undeniable truth can arrive, not in standards, measurement, or calculation, so, I'll trap and capture false statements, free the chains of the mind, for divinity, an area of surrounding cannot fit this to try, only without notice will it be forgiven, the observed present moment plays a part, surveillance blocks a detour into clarity. Breathing to step back, gives a comfortable silence, these words are a reflective wall, as we can concur what we saw, worth a try, lost void, non-existent, but not destroyed, living to acknowledge the love, continually where there isn't a below or above, careful, the stage is always here, and no chance to disappear, until I can know, what my consciousness shows, chemical reactions, brain malfunction, 5 senses, to sift through a decision of dark matter, holding it all together, the paradigm can change, new start, blank page, tear it all down, and rearrange. The glass of water was full, it was inevitable, breaking free for me, desires of the destiny, home, where I know thyself, riding waves until I wash up on the beach, reach, teach, learn, discern, just simply show my concern, are you around? Sounds from the ground, underneath my feet, crackling of broken twigs set, the lit cigarette, smoke signals communicate excuses, but rather real in my thinking, the 5 senses in tune with inward surroundings, offering consciousness and peaceful awareness, a vibe sent to be received or resisted, putting identification with the mental images, the ego associating with the outer world, a decision to hold on or let go of pain, an observation of the current environment to explore, the stimulus of sound to be contemplated, where does the information come from? The empty space between electrons, origination of change in molecular structures, silence between sound allows me to think clearly, awareness of this world of reality, transcending the dimensions of time and space, a timing and structure organized for all people, a choice of how I want to arrange emotions, not an excuse, but a form of compassion, guidance toward where I should put time and focus, waiting on a thought. Is it what I want? No, it's not. Psychological equation for peace of mind. This is what I am looking to find. Or at least wait for, so, life can once again be a bore, I kicked a hornet's nest of worry, yet it was in my mind, it's not a good story, so, I'll wait for the snow globe to settle, not to boil the water in a kettle, pause to once again see clarity, roller coaster visions are quickly fading, paranoia is such a cliche today, it's only the month of May, see? There we go. Something to ground in reality, nothing scary to consume, a peaceful version may now resume. Hiding while deciding. It is what I'm describing, and on with the show, a presentation, or vision, what I don't yet know, to the roof we go, up the stairs, step by step, they expand and grow, until we view the sky, vastly toggling black and blue, repeating endlessly into something new, so, I talk to you in written word, run rabbit run, verb, noun, and verb, I have an announcement, it will now be broken down, with the ground of reality in full motion, follow along so we can cause a commotion, there could be a chance, with the sliver in the blockade, to see through and advance, admiring all you have made, inaccurately transformed, an idea of a beginning to now be born, the oath sworn, to progress, a funny thing to confess, is the goal within your never-ending soul? Your love, kindness, and generosity, so effortlessly given to me, road to travel, be gentle and unravel, dismissing all thoughts of safety, throwing away my gavel, as I have judged, slightly before I was nudged, into the multiverse, where reality is shuffled, please avoid the feathers ruffled, yet I'll agree to an extent, all attempts previously spent, apologies now arise, explanation of a former self, which has met its demise, shaken hands, and signed by any given name, what is the same? How will I be aware of the difference? I prefer it as a game, thinking seriously is not my preference, letting go, direction appointed by the force of flow, steady and reaching, to what life is teaching, organize the chaos, I can cover it in gloss, assemble the structure, oh, what a production, light the fuse, while pulling from the ether of my muse, her galactic battles in the form of baby rattles, her universal acquaintance, performs a daily maintenance, hold together, don't yet fall apart, sincerely wanting all this from the start, this day has begun, so much I don't understand, intermingling one by one, an ignorance has never been so grand, looking away, I see something else, the many possibilities of my future self, how much of what I think has an effect. Choices and destiny, I want to get it correct, my emotions choose sadness, yet I don't forget the times of happiness, is it worry or trust? Complete love, or of the ego? Veiled illusions I find, I'll hold onto, and let go, within the range of humility, I can't do this on my own, an inaccurate way to see, from all you have shown, unrealistic comparison, leave a careful balance, so, it's not in the stars to yet align us, divine timing happens as requested, while angels protect the times I'm tested, politics of separate agendas are moving, music so soothing, designed as interconnected grooving, as for now, I'm content, no need to proceed, her beauty may cause a lack of focus, indeed. The little things in the world today, I'm not referring to molecules in an array, more like sweet memories, a healthy respect, who she sees in fulfilling a destiny correct, the breeze surrounds and makes its way through, which is why I'm refreshed and feeling brand new, above average and below a deep meaning, for what you aim at is what you are seeing, it's a good thing I have my act together, sworn responsibility to not be clever, I admire you for different reasons however, conducting one's business in any weather, crystallize or illuminate, either way, the tire may start to deflate, so be kind and rewind, possibly reading this, you will find, all your heart's desire, using this book and some electrical wire, assembly required, lighting up my view to share, words to select with care, something to do, hopefully a precision to pursue, possibly read by you, before the library says it is due, so, first, I hope you are well, second, if I'm honest to tell, the limits of what I assemble, sincerely, it makes me tremble, not all the time, just certain emotion, thoughts of concern or devotion, grow and thrive, swim and dive, within what I offer to others, possible notions to hang there and hover, UFO-style flight path, machinery built after perfecting math, aerodynamics in the sky, oh my, oh my, oh my, look ma, it's an airplane, they aren't all the same, completely different than a train, does confidence make me insane? There's a lot I don't know, I'm trying to improve each day, so. One problem solved a day, adding up, while I maintain where I stay, multiply the chance of change, slide your choice within numerical range, subtract the symbol of infinity, on and on, seriously, this isn't stupidity, upstanding morality and inevitable mortality, trying to live with integrity, by not taking anything seriously, just open to what is possible, the best of the best, and also the horrible, it helps to keep me humble, thankful when I have food, stomach rumbles, say a prayer. Go over there, believe in grace, all over the place, I want to stretch and reach, balancing what I learn and what I teach, by my behavior, good and bad, by resilience, happy or sad, I'll take my time and relax for a while, jury dismissed, and I'm not on trial, there was once a time, I'm revisiting it in my mind, a movie, a song, a person, and a book, I'll zone out to take one look, in this situation, best to be patient, keeping frustration under containment, introduced to a secret. Of course, I didn't keep it, I spread the good news, it cost me dearly, years later, I began to see clearly, now known, now shown, wanting to be with others, wanting to be alone, a time for all things under the sun, I guess I'll see you next lifetime, I hope you won't be a nun, rather my wife, to have and to hold, to challenge each other, breaking out of our molds, to expand and grow stronger, only God knows how much longer, okay, enough with that, for now, I have a cat, we're good buddies. We look out for each other, this present moment is not like the other, gratitude, I say, gratitude, whispering loudly to the multitudes, it's okay to open your eyes, wake up and remember that you realize, this is all a dream, maybe, possibly, I like the way that seems, not always a smooth transition, yet, it is a familiar stance and position, as to stand proudly, head up, shoulders back, overlooking what I feel I lack, knowing I have room for improvement, appreciating the moments of contentment, spectrum of emotion, I have a choice, this way or that way, all within my inner voice, deciding even while I'm riding, in a car, truck, or bus, eat your green eggs and ham, don't make a fuss, I will not on a truck, I will not in a car, stand for what you believe in, not always easy, but it will take you far, he said, he knew, the only right way to live, with a smirk, it was a frown that I would give, Someone else told me the same? Whoops, verbal dead end, I hope it will rain, so. The clouds do their thing, and nature gets the water it will bring. For me, it would require an umbrella. Nat, I'll stay inside, for he's a good fella. Where is this going? What about this is attracting? Is a positive vibe growing? Or am I stalling, while I'm acting? Yes. A confession to continue this phrase, wouldn't life be boring if not for a maze? I believe in the straight and narrow path, yet, it doesn't mean it's within my grasp. It is an ideal to aim for each day, the greatest potential of what I do and say. Why not? Tomorrow is not promised to anyone, so, a pleasant blend of responsibilities and fun, I'm able to respond. And guess what? So are you. If I expected it to be true, the thoughts we choose, the problems we lose, solutions to acknowledge and solve, planet spinning around to revolve, then the shift happens, not for better, yet rather worse. For this, you cannot rehearse. The evil thoughts appear and seem so real, anything for the power I could steal, giving in and taking a verbal jab. Recovering before it makes me too sad, I want to change it, although it's part of life and what occurs, only for a little bit, a perception declines, as if in a blur, searching for a form of instant relief. I'm human, with trials and what is my belief, I don't want to be cruel, unless of course I do, peace and patience, I know it is ultimately true, St. Paul summarized it perfectly, why do I do what I don't want to do? Why don't I do what I want to? This ancient and mystical truth within us, transcending in a way to trust, however, there may be unknowns, to be at peace with what my mind shows, so, I'll put on appropriate music by chance, something to currently relate to and dance. This frustrating journey continues, but please know, for me and you, the times where life seems to go right, the times I'm brought to my knees by the fight, it is all a part of the plan, and beauty, hopefully, this is something you can see, a lonely journey, I may want a difference, yet how can I see? Should I listen to negative thoughts? I surrender, give up, for I have been caught, well, onward anyway, the thought, a path, may betray, I'll come up with something new, to get my mind off the ethical thoughts of you. If anything, there is a chance, for you to notice in a glance, that I wish for understanding and compassion, however, that may be rationed, I'll try my best to view through a lens, holding me up to the bitter end, showing me love and grace, it is what puts a smile on my face, onward we go, trusting in the thoughts that flow, believing with hope, and getting a therapy pet to cope. Finally, there is no finish, just wanting turmoil to diminish. Right now, I feel okay, I trust in what I write to say, it can easily bring myself to tears, if I think too long about how many years, the memories, and a feeling of love, fading into all I know is the sky above, I hope, but realistically I'm here, away from you being in my arms so dear, so, the variables of other people, cause me to run from the church steeple, and I took this vacation, to see things in a new situation, alone, I don't know how much I've hurt, playing with fire, something will be burnt, this human game, this life I know, onward it goes, well, that was dramatic, it seems to be written automatic, simplicity my friend, it isn't yet the end, complicated scenarios are optional, hope you are doing well though, the distance between us, further than a cross-town bus, it will save my life, I desperately need to hide from a wife, it will simplify what I stirred up, yet, I continue to put coffee in my cup, it has been making me loony, maybe that's why I'm here and my duty, to pull the rug out from under, secretly crazy making, for them to wonder, then, acting normal to watch it spin, would all this be a sin? Artistic performance in my opinion, it's not like I feel it's my dominion, more like a way to entertain you, I get bored and need something to do, what a crazy life we go through, what a calm and peaceful evening, merely trying to outrun my deceiving, what am I aiming at? I spent quality time with my cat, so, where is my focus? I should probably know this, I'm not thinking about you, no, I'm thinking of something new, If you don't think about a pink elephant, or if you do, it would be eloquent. Carefully proceed forward, nothing to move toward. Will something appear? I wish for the next step, my dear, a thought, an object, an option, an action, another sense of accomplishment for satisfaction. In front, a battle rages, monsters let loose from their cages, forces of good, and the other side, to observe, is for me to decide. Am I part of the problem? Am I part of the solution? When I looked, I saw them. I made my best attempt at resolution, be who I am, to try my best, trusting God will take care of the rest, to do what I can any given moment, growing and learning to hopefully know it, the next phase, the opened door, guidance in the direction of more. Heaven only knows what's in store, as the lions roar, and the eagles soar. Everything here has a beginning and end, with understanding of the infinite, unable to comprehend, at least for now, the present moment is here, the closest I can say, to confront any fear. So, on to the transition, however it may be, this universal truth assigned to you and me, it is over, so, it also begins now, a brand new day for us to travel through, the portal, or the pathway, the immortal, or just a math array. What fun, and what wonder, mysteries of the stars we are under, skies to talk with, a star's illumination. I seem to have written this without hesitation. Note the options, look within, assess the variables. Gradually begin, chances of success, locked behind a door, I'm already on the other side, so, I look for something more, learning each step, forward in time, piecing together the map, rhyme after rhyme, a where, a when, a what, and a why, navigating to something money can't buy, a special gift, rare and unique, obtained and hidden from all who will seek. The riddle unfolds out of complete boredom, clever attempts, and a kindness toward them. The key was given to me, before I watched an inspiring movie, transcending choice and destiny, yet, through grace I can see, guiding me toward what is good to be pursuing. Honestly, I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on, their silence tempts a judgment, repeated offers of kindness from it. Step back and reevaluate, reaching out to calculate, it is time to do my thing, a cosmic song I can't sing, beyond my pay grade, as I sit in the shade, or is this realm a shadow? This is only what I know, personal perspective flips a needy view, switching to what is the right thing to do, a clean slate, a clear conscience, maybe for once, I'll try being honest. Nighttime hour, wrestling with perception, all that is, just is, without deception. I searched and found a solution, being at peace with time as the resolution, individual expression, give me a chance, all seems indifferent with a lyrical dance, I could mention views of confidence, you are in my life as coincidence, the importance of being bold, as years move from young to old, we're all trying our best, the times I need rest, so, I'll consider compassion today, to be gentle with what thoughts say, I'll follow what I feel is important, avoiding the police at my door with a warrant, these awkward and beautiful times, the construction of my attempted rhymes, there are life changes I want to make, not knowing if it will be a mistake, go with the flow, maintain a balance, no clue if any of this makes sense, oh well, something to do, right? I might as well continue to write, focusing on what is brought to my mind, try my best to be good and kind, revise if necessary, during days of worry, follow up and ask for your forgiveness in a hurry, am I still who I used to be? Grounded by the path of destiny, just wanting all the best for you and me, so, the evening shifts to romantic notions, thoughts of what we all want to put in motion, an aspect of life that makes it worth living, the reciprocal nature of a mutual giving, songs regarding memories and feelings, an escape from everyday dealings? If that is the case, I'll get quiet, best to be gentle to avoid a riot, ignoring all the ridiculous in my mind, after many years, I still know I will find, that which is intended for my experience, a beauty to amaze with brilliance, the caring and kind nature to share, and the knowing you will soon be there, as I am here, I'm grateful for the delay, time to formulate what I will say, offer it to the sky, and be myself this time, actions and words given, by processing rhyme, Reality? Imagination? Clarity in this situation? For this moment it is to be grounded. I wonder how that sounded. Feet planted, head in the clouds, for the right time, and if the person allows, there is a precious relationship to consider, to find peace within, and not be bitter. Parents and other family members, as days counted, what are known as numbers. Present moment processing, angles of perception that must be, to look around after tears are shed, hope and forgiveness, now is where I'm led, asking myself, how did I get here, admitting to myself, by ignoring fear, unsure of my dark side and honest confession, angelic actions, or by demon possession, I'm not righteous, pure, or in that situation, I'm a part of the human condition, the picture kept will remind me, as I am happy with destiny, rebelling at the funeral burial, seeing something greater, as we all were, with sleight of hand, show me a bigger picture, just a glimpse I can comprehend, I'm sure, ideals to strive for, integrity to hold onto, sane actions and words to say, won't you? Remember? The first time I saw a future, infinite realms seemed to be with you, while intensely cursing the sky of blue, visions of hope in my darkest time, warning of the soon-to-be alarm chime, confusion abounds, within and all around, silence being the most accurate sound, rock bottom spinning, yet the music woke me, headphones to save me temporarily, what a long ride following insanity, okay, back to a focused word to read, it seems a more productive way to proceed, just close the vault of the past. To reorient myself in optimism at last, nothing to gain from these illogical actions, it certainly isn't leading to any satisfactions, more like me just sitting here crying, while we all just live this life until dying, universal or biblical, for us all, pick up the phone and give me a call, the only problem is my trained diseased brain, medications in the drain, and here comes the rain, oh, the drama, get a grip on this story, I admit this overreaction is based on worry, this brings me closer to God, by denying any ties to the mob, not trying to be mean, I don't say what I mean, yet, money being green, and all of this being seen. Beyond you? True. Yet, their plan is grand, around and through, starting my one-person band, groupies wanted, all the rest is fronted, it won't be confronted, so, is it what you wanted? Carried away by a mistake, with what I make, this lyrical apology, yet, sure, great, you and them, suspected, having fun yet? Stagger forward directed, everyone making a bet, he'll fall on his face, this guy is a disgrace regardless I'm on my way to finish the race, the Lord my refuge and protector, will it be collected? No need for this verbal dribble to be respected, I'm hard to love, my anger is twisted in apology, none of it matters, the artwork, or the anthology, little left for me to do, so it is trouble I'll pursue, write something new? What is owed is now due, you're tempting a man, with nothing to lose, take care, man, be very gentle with that bruise, as St. Paul wrote, to live is Christ and to die is gain, a reason for my emotional and psychological pain, by grace, this nightmare will end, until then, onward with the digital pen, it's pointless to be defined as talented, this is just how I survive, which is valiant, my humble opinion, if I must take it there, innocence covers my sin, and I really do care, I realize. You are reading this, so, hello. Just wanted to make sure you know, I never thought I'd meet a girl like you, if this was hip-hop, you would be my boo, but since it is just rhyme, I'll refrain, delete this file, and get on the train, to run so far away from all I am, yet, how will they know about Zen, I don't understand it, which means something, please, I'll ask nicely for that thing you bring, the illumination of the moon at night, the inner struggle to not have a fight, to maintain peace with a laugh, while pretending to know nothing about math, although a numeric professional, I won't require you to go to a confessional, wow, am I being bossy? I'm just delirious from all this cost me, I saw a photo of you, 2 days ago, so, I stole Cupid's arrows and bow, to start some trouble in the land of love, transcending into another realm above. Well, above would relate to below. That's not accurate, as I let it all go. The correct words to say have left me. If I said them, it would consist of my destiny, the words that would be so true, regarding how much I want the best for you. Yet, so this nighttime expressing, 3 o'clock in the morning. Regrets are lessening. Could it hinder, hurt, or make it worse? I want to make the world better first. My speech for the beauty pageant. I want world peace. Like in Star Trek, the judges would think I'm a wreck. Not the first to come to that conclusion. I'm trying to see clarity in the confusion. It is just the delusion comes back around. Listening to good music for some sound. Please hold me. I'm scared. I gave up on the plot and I'm unprepared. It has a happy ending. I shouldn't have worried. They live happily ever after. The bad guy is buried, only to meet them in heaven, laughing at the roles that life gave them. I'll keep my distance, to admire from afar in persistence, which is wrong to do, based on my insecurity. Why would you want attention from me? I guess I'll move on to another topic. For example, I was the last one picked. In physical education class, when we played basketball, I ran into the glass. Not on purpose, of course, it's all a lie, and I have only mild remorse, looking for an essence to share, not finding it, so I'll negate what I prepare. It took no time to arrive at, well, not literally, and where is my cat? Scattered thoughts, it's all I know. Hopefully the love will make me whole, seeing clearly, digging myself out of a hole, integrating experiences to learn, being mindful with options to discern. I like the idea of love being infinite and equal, understanding in my next life, the sequel, afterlife in heaven, pure love without condition, many forms of consciousness and rendition. Maybe I can align with spirit, while I'm here, taking the high road of integrity and honesty. If I can, it is how I truly want to be, to live a life of peace and be good to others, make a positive change. All it shall cover, the ripple effect, exponentially expanding, spreading hope, where it will be landing. So today, a new day, by grace, looking forward to seeing your face, talking to connect, with only respect. I feel differently toward you. I want to be unconditional in my view, seeing everyone as equal may be ideal. I seem to differentiate what I feel as real, the idea comparing a sister to a wife. They are both women, yet different in life. Hopefully, all is well, and there is no strife. Maybe I should try to compete, so I can feel better about myself, or your defeat. Where is the line of respect and decency? My individual ego? Treating people equally? It is so tempting to entertain thoughts of society, as to view us as equals. I really don't feel free. I was taught to compete, at such an early age, yet to follow that now leads me into a cage. The prison so many are in, trying to be better than her or him. I see it everywhere I look, unless I read ideas in a book, thoughts of stepping back to a bigger view, to show love to everyone, in all I do. The sad thing is, I feel left behind. Overall, I'm okay, overall I'm fine. It is the lonely hours. I don't understand. I want to trust in God's divine plan. If this is complaint, I'm sorry, and I'll try to refrain. Is there something wrong in how I use my brain? Either I don't understand, or I do, so why do I feel so different from you? Hopefully one day it will all be new. Ideally, I want to take the opportunity to spread light and love in my community. It's possible I'm trying to face my shadow, to confront the lies and illusions I seem to know, standing strong with what I believe, regardless of if others start to leave. What I do in the dark, brought into the light. I want to view my actions with that kind of sight. Does this require an inner battle or fight? Or just another trick of the ego to be right? Embrace or deny my humanity, embrace or deny my divinity, both being true, a paradox to accept. While searching in life, I find both are correct. I asked for forgiveness, yet I'm holding on, with my personal business. Life is a con. I wouldn't go as far as criminally insane, to be vulnerable and insecure. All the same, opposite ends of that spectrum. To be intelligent, is to be dumb. I look at him, wondering why, resilience preventing that I'll die, natural causes, an act of God, even numbers are more unusual than odd, an environment surrounds my view, does this limit the capability of what to do? So, I'll sit and answer the question, I'd rather make something up in suggestion, for the sake of humor, my hands trembling, spread as a rumor? Maybe as I'm remembering, interacting with others, many variable outcomes, positive or negative, strike out or hit home runs, so, it's a game? How serious is my focus? Labeled by a name, or just what they told us, is my peace of mind covered by fear? Back and forth in conclusion, to wonder, my dear, a letter of love, a cry in the wilderness, make straight a path, or just continue to guess, dancing around answers to why I'm alone, a safe cocoon around this dreamlike zone, is it what it is, yet what can it become? Holding my ground, rather than breaking into a run, to see what happens, what will be revealed. When this 3D reality is gone and the next is concealed, break on through to the other side, tiptoe on the narrow path, and angels will guide. I'm trying to make sense of this, by staying grounded and not taking risk. From what's observed, it is now different, everything the same, yet changed within it, going back to where the change began, looking for purpose in the person I am, characteristics of life we all relate to, feeling the emotions, yet what can I do? Formulating the words, a puzzle with pieces, assemble a conclusion, and all it releases, interconnected, invisible, yet why this focus? Felt previously, but this time I question it, time continues to move forward, with all the meaning of a spiritual word, words such as love, God, and eternity, the importance of what this means to me, to put in context, I better make it complex, so, I can focus on the next, and finish this text. I question my pursuit, while looking out for my truth, seeing the signs of nothing in response, I'll rethink my actions, right now, at once, dropping an idea of what I thought, as God planned, is now. What is caught, life is kind, if I keep an open mind, to know I'm on the right path I find, as for friends and family I know, to live a good life, is what I want to show, three-dimensional form, or eternal heaven, they are different worlds, like 10 is not 11, underlying principles and laws of this reality, lead me to think, the unfolding of my destiny, the physical body I inhabit will eventually cease, the essence of life and love will increase, all that the present moment covers. Time being as silly as possible, with thoughts of future and past, being causable, so, freedom of choice sounds nice, breaking out of habits is the price, I'm not done with you yet, hence, why I only live with my pet, as I try to determine an eternal answer, while determined, there is a chance for her, liberation, the difference of need and want, like I said, it is the truth I focus on the front, I really should have known, by what their reactions have shown, it can go one of two ways. Judgment or grace, and all that it says, some people feel there should be justice, maybe my thoughts want none of this, conflict phobic, so I cry instead, curled up fetal style on my bed, or maybe I do this also on the couch, for I am terrified to the point of ouch. Sometimes I'll look back with a, what if, questioning my path in life and the sin in it, oh well, this dramatic writing is boring, I don't like competition, so, it's pointless in scoring, try my best to lighten up with humor. To ignore the latest Hollywood celebrity rumor, nonsense at this point in speech, Zen responses in the way he would teach, abstract, yet fun in my humble opinion, I wonder what happens within this dominion, I don't care about that either, on edge, thankfully I won't be there, there are times I think I really don't care, a seed given, to be planted or destroyed, it depends on their perception, if annoyed, the magic I feel, never agreed with the deal, have you acted on what's signed and sealed? Working within the construct of reality, being careful to share what my soul has seen, yet clues are out there, if you care to look, something in exchange, as I gave, and as I took, let's continue this dance within the metaphysical, underlying rules change, as if oh so whimsical, how much of the future is in our saying. For example, I can write this, while playing a game? I'm not allowed to participate, so I slip away to escape. Okay, I'll leave it up to fate. Do you know the way to an eternal gate? Dimensional decision. Oh, what to do? Selected to throw you off a chase pursued, until of course, you saved my life, in a way. Did that happen yesterday or today? If you trust me, I will open my heart. I can explain from the beginning and the start, on the same page of the understanding known. Take my hand in love, for it is time to go. Whoops, I seem to have drifted away. Time to focus and protect the words I say. Relaxing vibe now felt inside, onto the continuing of an adventurous ride, at least in my humble opinion. Selecting another word, for eternal decision, a nice little poetic book for you, as to process thoughts and know what to do. The hours move gently, I sit and listen. I'll do my best to hold an innocent vision, so, with pure integrity, it is built, strength from the beauty that is felt, back into flowing with proactive progression. There is much to learn. Classes in session, open possibilities of what I can accomplish. It started nicely, with a shooting star and a wish. My mind initially wandered away, daydreaming to know what to do with today. I admire many attributes of who you are. Strong and courageous, the sky and the stars, mature and caring, good to others and sharing, the sparkle in your eyes, fashionable and wearing. There is a reason you give me hope. I feel I can confidently live life, rather than cope. Writing this for my own sanity, however, our incomprehensible blessing shared forever. I'll write this for experimental purposes, arriving at conclusion, when it surfaces, outweed the scheme of their surveillance, wild wonders of the world, convey this. I notice Yundi's tracked focus on an aim. Looking left and right, all the same, only 45 years I've been waiting for you, something to do, with a patient pursuit, so, if you leave, give fair warning, I'll know to start my morning. Smile sunshine, I'm joking I think, maybe not, my eyes continue to blink, a nice balance, a comfortable time, hope and the phrase of being mine, Valentine's Day type stuff for certain. I don't think they'll ever pull the curtain, the show must go on, at least they say, little do they know, I make the rules today, so, I'm pulling the curtain, closing shop, I'll be there for certain, on a mountain top. Eternity has a few nice, selected options, this life today, with opportunities often, the goal to follow my infinite dreams, never ending, or it's the way it seems, somehow, someway, there is something to say, so, paper and pen, I'm writing it today, the past is gone, only illusionary memory, to express my perception in summary, magic in the air, breathe it in, please know I care, despite many sins. The love, easy to experience in good times, the struggle, needed to be explained in rhymes, hiding within deciding, decide on the fence, hence, to transcend opposition, not needing defense, a few words to open up and share, right now, a present moment, here or there, why now? Embracing an opportunity, unaware of how? Relax, and it is soon to be, clear vision, quiet mind, and what I find, documents now signed, trying to be kind, formal agreement, legal in approach, no way to see it, at least, foremost, a mother's concern, a family's prayer, what I eventually learned, a time after the dare, safety, guidance, and blessings, a way to be, by this I'm confessing, not in these words, yet abstract in form, interpretation necessary, from the day I was born, format to organize, precisely line up a solution, equal to formulize, eventually ending in conclusion, so, on we go, to the premiere of the show, if only to know, the best way to grow, increase the quality of life, and what we produce, a mystery of clues, a detective starts to deduce, why and when. As a serious face, turn to a grin, admitting the answer, for honesty to begin, a lifespan, the blink of an eye, an eternity, our home, with open sight to see, we all owe life and love this destiny, the day or event to realize we are free, the moments with each other to cherish, an opportunity, and how rare it is, after I wipe away my tears, there is a sense of not acknowledging fears, to embrace all I hold so dear, a home to return to, after I am through, world of balance, found by chance, material physics, spiritual hopes, and in between, a day in the life, all part of the dream, her eyes, blue skies, and thoughts of safety, destiny unfolding, wherever it places me, choices within consciousness, an awareness, to mold into a form of personal business, slight eye contact today, a different time, nothing more to say, everything is fine, or good, or centered, and beautifully normal, this greeting to you, said in the formal, approaching my contact, equally knowing to react, impulsive inspiration, situation for the moment, brief conversation, accepting how to go with it, a direction, and choice to entertain a thought, moving forward to decipher what is not, reaching past unusual distractions tonight, peace of mind, with something I can write, thinking about what I usually don't, to improve in this moment, or I won't, a flow of time, lies to me and repeat, living in the past or future will be my defeat, to ask me a question of doubt, expands the abstract of what it's all about, searching through senses, verbs, and pretenses, to keep it in motion, and sip on the magic potion, expansion, contraction, and such, seeing less or much, the honor of sending it home, while I sit alone, one word after the next, master plan in effect, secrets of the heart with love and respect, pause to evaluate, surrounding the within, what could end it all, or rather begin. Pockets strategically packed, dollars and cents, other side greener, so I'll look out on the fence, moving toward the court scene, a last judgment, as a believer, sins redeemed, to walk on cement, sidewalks in the neighborhood, cloud-covered sky, hoping this is understood before the day I die, on and on, productive study, for what he did, pondering an eternal realm, ever since a kid, pass on a legacy, hold to what is true, asking for wisdom in knowing what to do, a steady path, narrow end, straight, beyond integral math, or philosophical debate, just for now, nothing more or less, until demons attack, and I need to confess, God's word being true, I'll know what to do, sounds nice, the Lord doesn't play dice, the 1980s are over, no more Miami Vice, anyway, I wait in silence and without action, listening for the divine, rather my own satisfaction, no way to understand his thoughts, destroying the temple markets, where it is bought, a destined plan, a woman and a man, time to take a stand, maybe I can't, maybe I can, this could be ugly, to proceed without focus, not following up on a promise, to see locusts, set my people free, Pharaoh with another thought, yep, frogs, and gnats aren't easy to be caught, so, inspiration to serve by example today, wanting my actions to speak, with what I say, hopeful for a learning curve, look for a sign, habits of the past, may not be quite divine, eternal life, just stop a minute and think, heaven awaits, maybe I should have a drink, he is molding my life, day by day, trying my best to talk with him as I pray, just what I saw, evil being kept at bay, I can read the Bible, or other things to do, yet to remember Jesus is how I'll make it through, for me, this is important to show my trust in a way, not by works, rather faith in the Savior, so it's all okay, acquaintance to a friend, a relationship until the end, to offer candy and flowers, or give meaningful hours, increments of familiarity, delicate path of destiny, the chance of an action to do something nice for you, switch in topic, current to what I'm going through, psychological perception, low or high mood, truth of the deception, found out so soon, slowly breaking into a realm of opportunity, questioned in the crime of you and me, the money, paid, the time, spent, funny what we made, after paying the rent, interesting turn of discerned wisdom, I'm concerned about where this is from, the package, the gift, a loop in the twist, just saying. It is what is determined to be, acceptance of this will lead to being free, around we go, led by spirit, and on with the flow, to show, I don't know, how I'll ever grow, into understanding of meaning of, no, the text on a page, music of this age, rhythm is a constant, at ease or enraged, pacing around, tears in the eyes. But let's discuss the idea of when we die. Is it tradition to make a home in the three-dimensional? Or sacrifice society's standards? In mention today, what is grace, unconditional love, and peace? The ego, psychology, and a story to speak, embracing what can't be comprehended, separated, and judged, as we are in the end? Honestly, I hope there isn't an eternal hell, as loved ones may not meet the requirements to tell man-made rules. A God of love? Into the depths, rather than the peace above, referring to notes, or inspirational quotes, is enough to continue, after what I just wrote, a zone of vision, a trance of illusion, making stuff up for you to enjoy the delusion, clever conversation, a battle of understanding, all in humor, to have a safe landing. She sparked a light, a flame, a torch, either way I think it is for better or worse, too superstitious for a blessing or curse, analyze this reality, I guess I could, pursue danger or safety, if only I would. Does this truly mean that it's all good? Look again at the view, castle in the sky, follow what you feel is true, as to not ask why, yet necessarily, for philosophical pursuit, pushed aside, and to take in the wisdom and truth. Is this the meaning of what I do? The purpose of what I say to pursue? I'll say yes, maybe, and no, as the skies begin to set into a green glow, the universe holds the galaxy close, the earth, and who I care about most. Sincerely, I'll try to hold on, relax, and be strong, waking from this dream, so, it won't be long, the blink of an eye, a segment or moment, is anything real, if we endorse or condone it. If we deny or accept, a constant, and a variable, defined in word, to explain this scenario, I am open to the possible mistake. Of course, perfection would be great, a difference of chosen action, results may vary, self-confidence to trust when times get scary. Okay, on the issue of love, relationships, and romance, let's just say, I don't have a clue or a chance to explain the impossible, interpreted by a brain, temporary body, or eternal form, is not the same. Hopefully, that means there is a light at the end of the tunnel, down the road, tonight. Hopefully, there is something about this that's right, as I continue in peace, to fight the good fight, ignore the insanity, the noise, and the confusion. It's not worth the sacrifice of delusion. My wish is undetermined, so what's the point? Thinking of the Bible now, the parable of a lost coin, lost sheep, prodigal son, or all that is ever done, could the battle for the eternal realms truly be won? Progressing forward, navigating toward this idea, I need to step back and check in with how I feel. It's only on occasion, why let it upset me? To hand over my focus and my attention, is not to be free. Yeah, this is something to consider, when the fig tree begins to wither, when the skies turn blood red, or just praying, crying, while lying in bed, a time to be alive, and a time to be dead. Wake up please. It's a metaphor of course, when we're connected to the source, there is no need to fear. This may be the thesis. Thank God, death has been defeated by Jesus. I can't say I'm religious, with all man has done, to gain earthly power over others, their wives and sons, too rigid in requirements, only makes things worse. What is needed is a pure heart to break the curse, at least for today, to find a better way. Maybe that is why this is what I'm trying to say. The ego can be a trickster, no doubt. When my mood is low, I think I know what it's about. Yet, wisdom has taught, be cautious and humble, as the flowers bloom, and the bees go bumble. It's okay, there are great things ahead for you. Please be patient, kind, and understanding. In your view, an invitation of a little bit more. Who can tell what is in store? What I want and what I'd rather not experience, depending on the level of my consciousness. Focusing on life in the form of opportunities, not knowing what her mind sees. So, I'll have to sail the unknown seas. I'll learn to surf the waves changing. I'll start again and completely rearranging this moment and a chance of the next choice. Trying to understand the message behind her voice. A world, an open door, and the courage to be bold. Wisdom not listening to what I was told. Overall, I will make mistakes to find a solution, to try my best is the current resolution, with what I see in front of me to interact with. Even this moment of writing is a gift, sorting through thoughts of the right thing to do, patience sacrificing a quick fix to move on to, the reason I'll sit here and write, careful in action, reaching for a pure form of satisfaction, small steps with the interaction of environment, stepping back to think of what I meant, lyrics, online connection, and emotions. Stirring, while hope, focus, and intention are blurring, muster up what love I have within, regaining, if I could let go of the sin, surrendering the hurt of when you walked away, the lie that it doesn't still hurt today, grace, will you save me, if you may, if the message was clear, talking to angels, would we still have walls of a stranger, occupying my time, hiding behind rhyme, trying to peek out and share my heart this time, to try exploration away from our separation, confidently go forward, leaving behind desperation, into the dust of avoided blessing, at least for now, with emotional confessing, breathless inside, today, is this clear to say? Meditative gaze, thinking about love, complicated maze, left, right, down, and above, the last day, spilling an eternal present moment, under the faith in an ocean current, it was your pulse, rhythm, and time, the one thing I know will never be mine, cherish this precious decision, to delete this writing, as a form of revision, alive now, in the everlasting vibe of thought, placed in your hand, so I am caught, admitting how much I care for you, embarrassed of my vulnerability being true. Without you, the story is carefully new, vague gestures, words of gentle fragility, waiting for her response to me, yes, that's right, on and on into the night, dark shadow looming, from a light so bright, what is the best place to put my attention? First, there is something I shouldn't mention, yet I will anyway, to attempt an insult, the hope shining, or the doubt as a result, polarity of fear and love, spectrum of life, a view connected, a dream, and a wife, summarizing this all up, same old pattern, whatever comes to mind, for her to return, okay, I'll try, nothing is forever, even this cheesy prose, trying to be clever, such a mess, time for a cigarette to burn, fortunately, it isn't my turn, princess, I owe you a sarcastic apology, tripping on my shoes, to continue a folly, angel, the confusion is here, send in a doctor, current situations seem to have put a lock on her, not just any average medical professional, feelings to cry, while praying another confessional, or something like that, all in all, innocent fun, purity of childlike nature, escaping as they seek, wisdom to mature, somehow and some way, they know of beauty, the inspiration of this way to be, traverse the landscape, travel the path, repeatedly. Integrating and deriving within a math, practice making it perfect, until an unfocused act, alive in this moment, I run from the memorized fact, chills down the spine, from what I will find, or found today, within a calm mind, space emptied out, clutter cleared for the new, unraveling the earth's way of how it grew, the love has been collected, evaluated, and shown, new emotions on the ground, sprouting when grown, picked up, observed, and given a label, sneak up to the gathered material, and smash the table, set them free, don't be trapped with the logical, return home, and live the life of a prodigal, many ways to accomplish this goal, everyone has an ego, to fulfill the role, who could it be? Where is the essence? Nighttime sky reveals a moon of crescent, neon in glow, and maintaining what is decent, the beginning, help my crawl become a walk, I have things to do and words to talk, soft growth exposed to alien teaching of division, home. Simply said, I'll embrace the hurt, to heal the broken wing of a randomly placed bird, illuminated sphere, there to around here, where I am, where I'll be, as I get near, denying time itself, until 2 years are complete, organizing moments to assemble, that'd be neat, arriving to dance in the film projector's light, a story of life, on a screen, dark theater now bright, to watch, learn, listen, and discern, the noble truth sold, for large amounts earned, delicate distraction, replacing her initial idea, only because of how she began to feel, this bold indicator of my calculated laziness. Miraculous if anyone is reading this, keeping to myself, for safety, and an easy path, navigation required, to avoid their form of wrath, to think, honestly, I only know what is best for me, going with the flow, led by spirit, and gliding free. However, many times they point out it is wrong, I'll follow my heart, and not whistle a song, leaving it to the experts in that field of endeavor. For me to sit back, smile, and think whatever, I should regain focus and go with the topic of study, clearing my mental windshield. It has become muddy, oh well, happens here and there, everywhere and within, I'll trust this is okay, and smile with an inner grin, I'm sorry. Although I don't know what I exactly did, maybe, just maybe, it was something I did as a kid, for a result, an outcome, and be open to a better way, I'll just remind everyone that it's going to be okay. 1,000 dreams, they make me smile, although I only show it in life once in a while, I feel a familiar experience, the music, should I enjoy the lyrics, or find a way to use it, helping to move forward with the rhythm, hoping these are the right words to give them, if the source is pure, could I go wrong? If it lasted 5 years, would it still be a song? As I write this at night, I seem to relate, if I could, would I want to live from a clean slate? To not remember the loved ones of today, or the lifespan of what I would do and say, hopefully, there is an answer to make it okay, recalling a memory, I haven't thought of in years, some of them bring a smile, others bring tears, this is my attempt at a poetic serenade, all-inclusive within the way it is made, ideally, or in theory, I'm trying my best, as to not worry about all the rest, no good comes from regret or second guessing, a vision for the future in this moment is the lesson. Although, the peaceful bliss of nothing is now, it helps me to not worry about how, you may not understand what I'm trying to say, sincerely, neither do I, in a way, yet, for some reason I'm still writing these words, for something to do, rather than watching birds, or any other excuse that rhymes. Coming clean is difficult within these times, the lack of clarity, the movement in my mind, unfocused, yes, but I'm trying my best to be kind, am I writing this to God, or the divine? To understand if it will all just rewind, this life will end, I hope I'll complete what I'm here to do, whether karma, sin, mistakes, it could all be new, a form of grace I've always wanted to show you, the funeral, the gravestone, the questions of life, a widow, a single bachelor, or a man with a wife, the holidays of meaning, holy days of seeing, pointing to understand a greater meaning, to be saved in my calamity, insanity, and vanity, being alone for so long, I don't want to think it's me. Trust to open up and believe in human nature, although, men and women have let me down for sure, should I give mankind a chance? Or try to hold on to thoughts of the divine dance, such extremes, I'll look for a careful balance, amidst a peaceful psychological challenge, am I looking in the completely wrong direction? If I am, how will I know of the correction? By a miracle, by an insight, I'll change my course, with hope in that, there isn't need for remorse, reaching from my heart, the childlike trust I had from the start, wisdom from the years living through situations, dialogues I've had online with other nations, searching for truth, seeking what makes sense, reminiscing within a past tense, I feel like I'm still sitting on this fence. I trust in some things, why not a relationship? Am I trying to be self-righteous or humble with this? Opening my eyes, to at least take a chance, to feel that even I deserve some romance, a signal clear, a moment near, words of hope to reach out to what is dear, this vast world contains possibilities, I'm just curious if any of them are meant for me, looking at the decision before me, pursue insanity or a life of integrity. Years of study in approach, countless times of psychosis, looking for a solution for this time, take this life and write more rhymes, carefully move forward, the unknown is here, miracles happen with love, and not with fear, mindfully present the thoughts for review, not knowing entirely of what to now do, the areas of life not to be talked about, so, I shut my mind down to not shout. A spark, a light, an emerging source, a light at the end of the tunnel, of course, reminded of the philosophy of reliving this life, good and bad so far, yet where is my wife? She may want more, for us to meet, I don't have the money, but life is sweet, drama within the boundaries of reality, creativity woven with words for all to see, oh, the many things I could still do, listening to music, for something to pursue, why wrestle with the theology I've known? Why hide what this moment has shown? If to live this moment forever in sequence, I'll boost my confidence, and overlook weakness, freedom, lack of structure, and floating in a dark sea, society, family, and all those I love to see, push my choice, sitting, waiting for a result, the experiences within I will have to consult, I don't think this is complaint, no clue if I'm a sinner or saint, what is within my control at this moment? I can write the word, write to know it, or I could explore the options in front, is it about what I find in life to want? Carnal desires available for a price? Could I just remain alone to be nice? For example, if there was ample time, I don't think I want to commit a crime, it's my way of loving the society in which I live, even if I don't have much money to give. Okay, my train of thought derailed, another way of saying I have failed, is this really happening? Please focus, there must be a way to know this, somehow the thought experiment grew, so much more than what I knew, at it, be bad at it, I don't care. This needs to be said, for it is rare, only once, only twice, infinite cycle, like the third time I became an uncle, I'll behave and act normal like everyone else, such a conceited statement made false, continue with what I know is a loss, why have I done this? What is the cost? Is it a very carefully hidden secret? Yes. It is. It still is. So be it, anyway, I'll eventually calm down, sit in the wilderness, snow on the ground, all future events, when seasoned life is around, blended memories of my enemies, offering grace, but they spit in my face, spiritual realm, salvation as a helm, prisoner of the state of mind, when I seek, I will find, freed by little earthquakes, with each poetic word it makes, do I realize what is on the line? Now is opportunity, now is the time, I need to ask myself if I'm ashamed, agreeing with all the Bible has claimed, twisted stories told, trying to trip me up, yet God still makes it overflow in my cup, my focus on Jesus, and a righteous life, does that mean prison rather than a wife? Wanting to serve the Lord each day, do you truly understand this is the only way? Time moving forward, techniques applied, knowing He is always by my side, so, you ask, does evil exist? Just let your bad day persist, so, you'll open your eyes to see, there is only one way to be free, doing the right thing may not be fun, yet it is what is needed to get the job done, if you keep yapping your mouth, as often as the birds fly south, the grace is still there, but what is the cost? Stop. Think about what you have lost. Maybe I'm wrong, it is affecting my destiny, I know there is nothing right about me, no worries, I'll slow this all down, careful to look at what's all around, life can get much better and much worse, do I repent to rid myself of this curse? Unless you know what happens forever, who holds this whole situation together? Imagine a world without pain, created by pure love, in His name, no more death, no more lies, why do you think the devil even tries? The weight on my soul is lifting today, looking for solutions is what I'll say, the answer to see life in a better way, results will land where they may, trying to recalibrate to a good outlook, why not put the process in another book? Set free to be me, when words resonate, eventually picking the lock on a gate, a path to pursue, much to do, a journey through, into something new, right where I escaped from a situation, grace moving me into a perfect position, smooth sound elevating my mood, but don't let it go to your head, dude, alleviating what I should be abbreviating, oh well, it worked out for a meeting, a smile, a wave goodbye, and an inspired dream, floating in the air, as it all seems, swimming through the cosmos. To navigate, as I pursue the trap using clever bait, disarming the surprise, continuing to rise, no ending in sight, so I pray to be wise, looking around to have a level consciousness, spinning inward, to find balance of all this is, using my phone to call into the futuristic, only way to define a good characteristic, confidently keeping the data a secret, for it is only as important as I make it, the relevance in portrayal within reality, metaphorically an outcome of safety or fatality, not to lie, I'm telling the truth, yet filtered, no need to tell every aspect and be off kilter, filming this view, top of the building, something to do if you are willing, special effects to cloud a holy relationship, I want to see equal love with the way this is, no need to get nervous when you know, the truth is revealed by what you show, or lack innocence with another agenda, causing accidents, like a car fender bender, how did the change really happen? Setting sails a different way my captain, was it a decision to let go of certain things? Regardless of how, there is a relief it brings, I gaze to the sky, the sun is about to set, inevitable, even though we have already met, nighttime choices determine my priorities, for now, I feel focus and synchronicities, searching the soul for hints of mystery, I guess, it is a great way for me to be, you might not like me to tell this, the rage hidden behind a smile of bliss, to protect, to fuel the fire, and never retire, why not? It only fulfills my every desire, invisible? Well, yet. Universal forces, laws of love, and other studious courses, my heart is pure, with the mind confused, it's actually a wonderful way to be amused, to sift through the past, stored memories, acknowledging what helped me with these, the music and conversations, for better or worse, monumental overall, and still guiding this verse, I have doubts that I really live on earth, I have theories that it wasn't me during my birth, when it's my time, I'll drift away peacefully, energy required to maintain a decency, as these voices and stories speak to me, my list of complaints is now empty, I'll try my best to relax and breathe more air, at least that is one way to care, being reasonable in an unreasonable situation, living in this apartment, this town, and this nation, watching the sad, violent, and fear-based news, how much does it take to blow another fuse? Yet, I will never stumble, even if I'm humbled, the walls of protection have now crumbled, exposing the battle scars. Forever revealed, the tales of how love has been concealed, every word, from my heart, mind, and soul, each time I've agreed or said, no, back against the wall, pressing forward, chipping away the stone with every word, I need a doctor, the symptoms have surfaced, how we parted ways, and how we never kissed, the essence of your memory has hurt and healed, I was too busy talking to the sky, as I kneeled, to wrap this up, the danger of offering my heart, to lose it all and crawl my way back to another start, could it happen that way in this situation? Control is irrelevant with what I'm facing, when I'm gone, you'll find a way to continue on, the same applies to this blessed phenomenon, the destination is heaven, offering an RSVP, take a look at this, or go back to the TV, I don't mind either way, my stand is not required, not making sense, the passion leads to being tired, it's a feeling something is about to happen, pull this writing from drama causes my laughing, 4 weeks of holding on to this transcending, leading me back into where I'm descending, I do want the best for you in all ways, maybe all these thoughts are just a phase, we'll have to see what life shows, all variables apply to what she knows, what do I know? The hope you have given, my focus is on the grace of being forgiven, I would say I have good intentions, it's obvious with the chaos this mentions, yet my sinful nature will make mistakes, from my experience, I know a heart breaks, I don't want to make promises I can't keep, spending more time with you would be neat, oh well, this is hypothetical, how could I envision? I'm just sitting here writing it all for revision, what if my thoughts, words, and actions have an effect? Is there a way for it to not be correct? Just the personal consequences as I move forward, obviously, here I am, responsible for every word, ways I can't see, so it's good to be careful, too deep? I'll keep it a bit more playful, so, I look within to who I am as an individual, with innocence and not as a criminal, the strengths I have in my dreams. I could easily explore these various themes, to confess of a world I believe in and will find. It isn't happening now, unless in my mind. A world without comparison or division, focusing on that place with each decision. Am I sacrificing in my life what most people want? My priorities are now brought to the front, the American dream, the family, the money. Because of my situation, it all seems funny, the awkward feelings within my heart, knowing we're both far from our start. Somehow there is more than hope. Sure, I still have to cope, yet, the knowing I can hold on to gives life, of a bright future, and yes, even with a wife, a million angels and ways to play, you can tell by all these words I say, there is a constant within, somewhere inside I am pure. Without sin, until the next mistake I seem to make. It's okay though, I will give and I will take. Once done, the contract is signed, all wrapped up in the way I had it designed. Now a captive, with the prison door open, a finger pointing to freedom. If you are hoping, this concludes the seminar on mind games. The teacher's manual is now on fire in flames, just to entertain the minutes passing by, not wanting to sleep tonight. Sigh, a time apart makes the heart grow fonder. Possibly from the magic of this little wonder, if I wasn't writing this now, I could count stars, the ones falling through the atmosphere, missing everyone, but you see them all my dear. This feels so right, yet dangerous. To think of the momentous. Be still, very still, with slow breath. Baby birds get pushed out of the nest, to fly, to soar, to be what they are intended to be. I'm not a bad person, do you agree? I don't want to define your characteristics, requiring psychological and verbal gymnastics. How can one write about a beauty that glows? An essence that shows and everyone knows. I've had a taste in view, so now what to do? Again? Even while I sit with paper and pen. No worries, been there, done that. I couldn't even comprehend being mad. Forward progress requires a pause to wait. Don't get frustrated, it only leads to hate. All for good reason as I see it. If I could know love, I'd want to be it. Only God can help our relationship flourish, the attributes of love to nourish. Maybe we have choices to make, based on what we now know to be fake. What could I do to comfort you? Keep breathing with a heartbeat to pursue. How can I follow a good intention? Consistent positive thoughts to mention? The question is out there with some care, until I bounce back from here to there, confidently hiding the best aspects, her choice and what she respects, taking a stand on my side of the street, regardless of if she decides to meet, with care. I think all happens for the good. Times I've ruminated on what I should. This is all too serious. I need a break, to stay sincere, rather than being fake. So, she loves me not, but I realize that I've been caught. There is nothing I can do to earn God's grace. This moment of clarity tears down my face. The Lord only knows and guides my fate, whether soften my heart, or turn to hate. I confess confusion as to all this, so many mistakes, all that I've missed. To 100% know He died and rose from death. Intensity of this truth takes away my breath. Each moment an opportunity to love God, with all I am, all my heart, or just a nod, acknowledging what I just saw within, a man in need of a savior from my sins. What I did, I thought, was what I should do. The prayers and hope I had for you, the struggles and good times of being alive, making the most of why I'm here before I die, casually letting you go on the surface. My faith prevents me from being nervous, yet within, I trust you're with me still. One day to see you again, I think we will. Now I have a choice of how I live, the type of attitude and words I give. I could let anger get the best of me and others, thinking of all as spiritual sisters and brothers. Ideal notion, on this earthly plane, especially because of human pain, yet to compare the finite to the infinite. This life will be over in a minute. I look to forever living in love. It is possible when I transcend above. Until then, I have my fleshly desires, battling it with all that inspires. Excuses of not pursuing society's standards, keeping heaven with my sight forward. not capable of supporting a wife or children, only with God's blessing will it happen then, acknowledging this to be responsible, each day taking my required pill, sacrificing all that others say is important, I still get frustrated by this thought and plan. Keeping positive will define me as a man, awake to a new day, a new morning, shaking off the time of mourning, pulling from the knowledge of yesterday, what can I do better with what I say? Applying strategies, and I want to try my best, heaven only knows about all the rest, wanting wisdom to know what is different, within my control or not, it is relevant, one day at a time, humble in approach, to be with what is, life as a coach, within these times, changes arrive, I'll adapt to continue and survive, the clock ticks by, healing starts its blessing, obvious struggle, so no need for confessing, maybe I will anyway as words proceed, limited chances to see her, indeed, to know she's okay and I want the best, my attempts to talk, hidden from the rest, back to the basics, springtime weather in the air, inspiration, while other people go here to there, how much control do I have with the offered thought, presented to me as gifts, yet are they a test or not? To think of her, or my past, or to feel confident, wondering about unknown interpretation in what I meant, I still hope for good things in this lifespan, as hard as I try, to go as far as I can, to let go and move with the natural vibe within, all the experiences of now, and events the past have taken, what is my destiny? Not comparing with viewing, is this life relevant? What am I saying or doing? The days of my life, integrated into my soul, wanting it to be pure and honorable, for Jesus paid the toll, I'm curious, why do I seem to self-sabotage? Various factors in a kind of montage, a sinful nature, the devil, and the world outside, times of testing, destined as part of the ride? Sometimes I think none of it is a matter of control, a predetermined path in agreement with my soul, it humbles me if to not get what I want, to trust God's plan, it is always in the front, the times I feel lost, by God's grace to be found again, regardless of the ages of my past, 1, 5, or 10, will it be comforting in any way to know others struggle? A similar template to life's challenges to juggle? Yes, clarity, a balanced outlook, and a centered view, knowing from here on out in what I'll go through, confusion, doubt, or a pessimistic attitude in action, a lifespan incapable of 100% satisfaction, this attempt to summarize current thinking, spiritual reflection is the beverage I'm drinking, as for now, I'll keep trying to be who I am, not possible for me to do, for it already happened again, is there an opportune moment? A chance to change? Metaphysically, or energy without name, a glorified movement forward, I'll always be here, not a bad thing, not a situation to fear, I could tell, I've been writing all this, a chance to keep her in my life, regardless of a kiss, to attempt to support and encourage, how I interact, something I can't describe about her, that's a fact, I know I could cope, as I've done previously before, yet to have her in my life is to know something more, I'll work with what is, a question or statement. Arriving home after walking on so much pavement, do minor mistakes take away from goals? Is it a way to show understanding to other souls? What's done is done, now patience within time, spiritual law or space and time, which are mine. Where is my definition of being humble? Less than others? As to beg or stumble, better than someone else? Am I clueless to define? Back to the basics of understanding and being kind, yes, I'm thinking of you, without anything to do, not knowing what is ultimately true or what to pursue. Hindsight looks back to see everything was going good, only my psychology gets in the way, as I thought it should, I could go with the flow, yet what is that? A way of natural behavior, like my cat, this human experience, then vastly different, what distinguishes the characteristics within the current? Cultural philosophies, opposite ends of the spectrum, I want to decipher the language to catch them, the similarities of Buddhism or Christianity, the differences of language or chemistry, what is the same for all that experience this world. H20, water, or aqua, illusion presented by word, I'll admit I'm drifting in this moment, I'm reflecting and writing what is current, river of consciousness, accurate to the situation, nothing noteworthy or in need of an ovation, clarity, please awake my inner vision, in case I have the right to make a decision, yet, sadness is a part of the past few months, gently pulling me along, but not all at once, she brightens my world, yet no guarantee, will she eventually be by my side with me? Is love enough? If to follow my heart, is this the time it will be successful from the start? My world, black and white, and grayscale covers, then I see her, and I begin to see the colors, to think of who she is, brightens the moment, to talk with her is a gift, without a way to own it, freedom, non-attachment, or anything other, I'm not trying to hide this, or put it under cover, as I see this, only something greater can help, so, I've said a prayer, on my knees I knelt, the clarity is, if a relationship belongs to me, it will happen, and is part of my destiny, if it isn't meant for my life to enjoy, I'll need more maturity than I had as a boy, to trust in God's plan, with hope and faith, patient small movements, rather than to chase, yes, I've established a degree of security in life, is it enough to courageously find my wife? Don't worry, even I'm getting tired of all this, leading to not caring, and not needing one kiss, there is nothing more desperate than a romantic sap, so, I let go, search my soul, then take a nap, carefully, with wisdom, I look at the options here, not saying one is the ultimate, or love and fear, how much of my thought defines what I see? Perception, or a truth that is beyond me, I never said I was a brilliant writer, the poetic journaling just makes things tighter, clearing in my thinking, sorting out the abstract, maybe figuring out the difference in fiction or fact, what more can I do tonight? Just avoid the inner conflict and fight? I'll need to resolve what triggered me that day, to have it dissolve and carefully say what I say, preventing the facts that may help to understand, only to let go of these events as a man, I once again let go, onward into the flow, searching with questions of all I want to know, similarities of all humans on planet Earth, extending and expanding into a present moment birth, as I look at her, I confess I'm embarrassed, does she know my heart and mind has interest? My armor disappears to reveal, true authenticity, both signed and sealed, I so much want to offer others a smile, increasing the good vibe, if only for a while, the part of my soul, lifting other views, showing grace, kindness, and love in what I do, reaching higher consciousness, essence to share, as others have done, when I wasn't there, chipping away the stone, to reveal my heart, working with purity, as I once did at the start, a glance and shift, observing with gratitude, helping me to see blessings with a good attitude, open my eyes, it's all around and within, seems like a brand new start to begin, I'm finding just because I have a thought, it doesn't mean I act on it, or I get caught in a decision I didn't really want to make, I guess some thoughts could be thought as fake, I look for her to do a princess wave, while I struggle in spending money to save, abstract in approach, holding down the fort, at least it has been a while since in court, balanced and centered. Way of being to stay grounded, regarding the thoughts in a brain that surrounds, notions aren't from the mind, rather the heart, nothing that could be put in a shopping cart, yet, confidence compared to a needy action, holding my own, for an overall satisfaction, overall, a good day and a pleasant surprise, good things happening to see with my eyes, positive living leads to positive results, a message for myself and all the adults, if to have eyes of gratitude lighting the way, quality of life for the better, day by day, loved ones in my life, cared for sincerely, wishes for the best in all areas, so dearly, the view of an enchanted universe, in a flow, without reason to rehearse, in this blessed world, yet not of it, eternal source guiding my wit, to know how good situations can get, the times consistent, or not yet, cycles and oscillating experience, enjoy the ride given, for all it is, the imagination of my mind tells stories, sometimes leading to irrational worries. Questioning to realize what is true, using this process, I'll know what to do, hoping my plan is aligned with the divine, wanting God to flow through what's mine. I'll tell you, I do have a vision into the future with designed decision, continuing to do what I can for progress, even if bad habits or behaviors persist. I want to be the best version I can be, as well, atone for the mistakes I see. I can learn from other bad examples today, or even better, be consistent in what I say, to hold in prayer the way I want to be, affirming all that is truly important to me. If God's timing is different than my own plan, hopefully I keep the faith and take a stand, to trust everything will be okay, even if I don't understand the way. Through prayer and petition, I can cry out. Ultimately, God's love is what it's about, walking forward by faith, not sight, believing in the end, all will be alright. I stumble upon changing from fear to love, leaving struggles behind, rising above. Is it confidence? Am I humble in my being? The way others feel and what they are seeing. Sunny weather, yet invisible storms are here. Life's changes arrive. I knew it was near. Lost souls in confusion, wandering about, doing my best to have compassion flowing out. I look to the past to see the memories, branching out and blossoming as the trees. Yet, the present moment I can know. Forward sight is how I can grow. Current struggles have a plan for a solution. I need to run my own race in resolution. Hopefully, later I can help others in a way. For now, I need integrity in the goals I say. I want to wake up and feel alive each day, to know there is a purpose and everything is okay. Feeding my mind optimistic messages throughout. I know the negative is not what it's about. Each moment as unique as a snowflake, moving along with what the Creator will make. I wave to the sky and look within my soul, to understand life and progression of getting old. Writing well thought out words will help me, real thinking about the truth I know within reality, to ground me in hope, to look within who I am, to not seek the outside world. I'll do what I can. We reach for a higher understanding. Our unknown steps have a safe landing. Faith in the unseen, spiritually innocent and clean. I know where I've been and I know what I've seen. A gaze into the sky, thinking of eternity for a while, not revealed to the human mind. Exploration and trial, fate gives clues, as I quiet my mind to think of you, these hints to purse glances of what is forever true. As for now, I can dream of visions unknown, until the day it is revealed and it is shown. I noticed the details, I noticed the vague, I observed the actions and all you may say. Over the years, I see your character, I appreciate the kindness you show to her, ancestors of the ancient world, bringing us here, to decide a legacy of love or fear, choices to interact, sociology and such things, good decisions and the positive results it brings. If to pray, communicate with all it may encompass, trying to follow through with my now 26-year promise, multiple options, varying paths of life. Times I've been hurtful, times I've been nice, or that, I hope for a second chance today, to apply what I now know, transcended in a way, guardians of life. I see you today, watching synchronicities in a secret way, looking out over the horizon and sky, observing their hello, and their goodbye, these angels, silent, kind, and looking to find a way to help within the thoughts in my mind. I welcome your guidance, Holy Spirit of love, knowing destiny, the left, the right, below, and above. Am I supposed to live in a certain way? Based on other people's words and all they say? Free my soul, see an honest view of who I am, it's enough to be me, and do what I can, holding to faith, channeling emotions in range, even if they find my life ignorant or strange. It could all be worse or be better, comparisons are the way I left her. Courage, please rise from the flame, burn and ignite to destroy all the blame. Love, I request for you to soar through the infinite sky and search for more. Is this a psychological maze? A sport? A trap? Needing to write this rather than take a nap. Are the areas of life I can improve on still here? Thawing in temperature, frozen in fear, to hold her hand, a hug, a kiss on the cheek. Don't know about you, but I think it'd be neat, a life of shame with a person to embrace. I could see the love of an idea face to face. My friend, I try to see your view, yet I still don't know what to do. cosmic play and spiritual theories, decency and kindness, all of these, ways of thinking, feelings vast and varying, sometimes I grieve, for all I am carrying, let it go? Is the past an illusional lie? How far I've traveled, all that I've tried, the love I seek, found, and covered, darkness brought into the light, now discovered, it is within you, always has been, always will, needing to express this, even today, even still, aware of the variables, the constants, and forever, the void lights the opportunity, in a way so clever, determination, a thought, and a goal, times that my procrastination has stole, yet now I want to forge ahead, listening to all the good advice said, it has been a while since I've spoken my mind, tuning into the current inner voice I find, reaching to arrive, pushing to persevere, letting go, to express what I hold dear, to life itself, not these words, but within, overwhelmed in starting again, or to begin, survivalist writing to ground myself, overall, I'll look for abundance and wealth, each step, decision, or ideas beyond my knowing, hoping success is revealed in what it is showing, sifting, sorting, and searching my mind, summer atmosphere. What will I find? Pray for others, their peace and happiness, as well, straighten out areas in a mess, faith and trust, while doubt visits occasionally, viewing in panoramic, so it's not all about me, accepting what is, discerning to know, at face value, what other people show, where are you? Friends from the not too distant past, envisioned that we would stay in touch and it would last, I am alone, I am navigating the best I can, despite what society fires at me to be a man, the infinite offers comfort, calling me home, right where I am, with no reason to roam, dear God, how do I proceed? When I can't seem to define what I need, how do I love and progress? Amongst this contentment and distress? With the options shown, I can go, moving with purpose, momentum, and flow, what stands in my way? Besides the doubts and procrastination of today, recognize the options, play the game to win, yet the race had begun, and I have yet to begin, hesitant action, to open my heart of emotion, even to myself a clue, or some kind of notion, the fire inside is still lit, needing to stand up, rather than merely sit, reorienting to what was once reality, eyes open to view what I couldn't see, holding on, letting go, and trying my best, it certainly feels like a marathon or a test, glimpses of temptation, moments of doubt, identify how to not fall into what it's about, at times on guard, to do what makes sense, honor of perseverance, to not need a defense, one life to live, paradigms to grow through, many activities to learn the best thing to do, strengthen my resolve, standing for an ideal, this is a big change, what could it reveal? For now, I'll take it slow, with great gratitude, moving ahead with an optimistic attitude, a woman's individual character, qualities she holds dear to her, not caught in the confusion of a logical society, she truly knows love and family, standing beside me, through communication of questions and view, to be on the same page and know what to do, for both of us, best interests involved, all the more chance of problems being solved, this dynamic of men is rare today, viewing as unique equals, to keep the fears at bay, I pray to intuitively know who she is, for she recognizes me, sealed with a kiss, is this the ideal that life wants us to fulfill? Either that, or the solution is to take another pill, when it is thought of as a power, within minutes or hours, I see the definition based on grace, the feeling to put a smile on your face, kindness, unconditional love and understanding, forgiveness, so no judgment is landing, communicate the message, receive to transmit, inspiration intended, but for only a bit, explore the heart, study the soul, move past perception, as to only know, beginning to understand there is a next week, timidly I admit the inheritance of the meek. Conclude if you will, I took my pill, staying mentally sound, it's such a thrill, I've been drifting for all too long now, wanting a stable focus, but don't know how, countless days since she's been in my reality, somehow it feels like she's still with me, the ultimate truth is beyond what the eyes can see, Will I follow the steps toward and within a destiny? Will I deny this world and take up my cross? Owning up to the mistakes I made leading to my loss, not understood, yet part of me knows in certainty, God's heavenly realm is where we will one day be, eternity is forever. Think of the possibilities, an environment of pure love, once again free. Some reason I'm within a three-dimensional land of illusion, yet the day I wake up, is in a spiritual world of conclusion. Prepare the arrival, at one time to be here, God of justice and grace, all I hold dear, divine intervention and timing, I'll sit and continue the rhyming. There is a purpose for the future, beyond this minute, all of it to nurture, values of honesty, and doing the right thing, self-discipline and the reward it can bring, confidently feeling I did all I could do, reaching out to offer encouragement for you, prioritizing what is important with purity of love, knowing strategies to overcome and rise above, a language and a message, writing on the wall, interpreted for the time I could rise or fall. This can't be a trap, look for a door, expanding out from less, as to become more, outward appearance decides the viewer, unless the obvious is acknowledged much truer, accuracy of words, navigating to breathe, to not be honest with myself, is how to deceive, so much time in the day, contrary to some. How about you? Somebody? Not one? I've embraced my troubles for too long, now I point a different direction in song, toward hope for you and your life, for prosperity for you and your wife, to lift others up, if they so choose to go, intuition and discernment for a way to know, trembling breath, keep me alive, the obvious blessing in which I decide, crying after the trauma ends, how much love to possibly show a friend. I was willing to set you free, following your sacred destiny, you saw something in my approaching word, a race has been run, first, second, and third, a humble man reaches to understand, even now, apart in separate lands, looking into each other's eyes to confirm truth, serendipitous fortress protecting from all they do, attempting to prevent, yet God has a plan, holding steady as I sit, moving swiftly as I ran, if they knew, hidden in my mind, it was there the entire time, solution for today. Time moving quickly, selected to say, why did she pick me? A boy has grown into a man, using wisdom within all I can, thought, feeling, word, action, and result, imagination awakening again as an adult, strategically in comfort, a rest deserved, following the ways of those I've served, I'm grateful, the Holy Spirit is guiding, I feel joy, the way God is providing, even though I don't know what to expect, hope and faith will live within to be correct, if to take responsibility for my own actions, or blame the devil in an excuse for satisfactions, I could ask God to forgive me, what if I don't change my ways to see? Taking on my individual karma, carefully and mindfully aiming for dharma, trial and error, learning the lessons, the difference between a change, or confessions, no need to look back when now known, to look forward and be honest, with what has grown.